What I'm going to throw is a small bowl, moon shape, votive holder bowl, whatever you like to use it for. So I've centered my clay. This is probably about, it's not quite a pound. And I have here someone's long brown hair. Somebody else in the house. I'm going to open up the bowl. Now going down, I want to leave enough. I don't want to get too close to the bottom. You want to leave a bit of the bottom. You don't want it to get too thin. Now I'm opening the bowl up. And what I'm thinking about when I'm opening the bowl up is, if I want to use it as a candle holder, I want it wide enough for one of those candles. Plus I have to think about shrinkage, because the clay does shrink while it's drying and while it's in the kiln. And I need to compress the bottom. If we don't compress the bottom, we can get cracks. Just trying to get that extra bit of clay. I'm going a bit fast here. I have a tendency, what speeds up my wheel is a foot pedal, like on a sewing machine. And I have a tendency, like I do on a sunny day in the car, to want to just put my foot down on the pedal faster, heavier, and the wheel just goes faster and faster. And I have a tendency to get it faster, and I have to slow it down a bit. I don't want to bring the top out too far, so once the top comes out, it's very hard to get back in this part if I want it coming in. Excuse me. Now I'm just going to make it a little bit larger. Most things you can start with a cylinder shape. Bowls, pictures. Even a plate, you can start off with a wide cylinder. So that's it's not tall, but it's fairly tall for this size of clay. And what's going to happen as I bring it out, it's going to get shorter again. So I'm just getting it to a spot where I think I can manage now. I'm going to try to keep the top in. I'm going to try to shape the form now. And I'll start from the bottom and I'll press out from the inside, and I'll hold my hand on the outside to make sure I'm not going a little too far with it. Supporting it on the outside as I press on the inside. Now you can see the shape is not necessarily the shape I want right now. I could decide at this point, if I wanted to make this into a vase. Bring this out a bit more, bring this in. But right now I'm still trying to make the round votive holder. And what I want to do, I guess, is make this circle shape a little larger to get all this clay. So there we go. It's not finished yet. water down here. Then I'm going to put the sponge in and compress it a little bit. Get that water up from there. I don't want to use too much water now on the inside, but I'm going to try to make the shape a little more to my liking. It's a bit better. It's a lot better actually. I just want to decide if I want this part of the bowl to come down a bit more, if I want it standing up, if I want it to bring it in a bit. I can hold my hands like this, put a little bit of pressure on the top rim, brings it in a little, and I like that. Now, it's still a little bit wet in the bottom. Actually, I'm going to use my sponge on the stick here. There. And take off some of the red clay from the outside. I'm going to use this metal rib. So you can bend this rib to the shape. You get clay. She's just taking off a bit of the water, smoothing out as well the form. That's good. That's the way I like it. Now what I do is I'll just take a plastic rib and put it under the edge to make a little groove underneath to put my wire. And take my wire and pull it tight. Down and move it over to dry.